Is this on? Okay, I think it is. I haven't used YouTube Live on my new computer. This is like my computer is the same. I just restarted it. Um, so yeah. Hey, hey everyone. I did try something new. Now I refuse to end the year. Why are my eyes starting to burn? I did try something new where you're only able to type in the chat if you're subscribed. So to keep out, I mean, it doesn't really keep out trolls, but it kind of could. Thanks for liking the Wingstop video. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's a lot of new names I need to learn. We need to start talking about the end of the year because I need to know what videos. I have video ideas and I need to narrow them down. So I wanted to get everybody's ideas on them. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eyes because they just started like irritating like as soon as I started this. Hey everybody. Now I'm in witness protection. But no, okay, so I have, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 video ideas and I can't possibly do them all by the time the year ends. So I need to see what you all are thinking. I'm going to present which yeah, I'm allergic to the lives. I I'm going to present each topic and then you all have to let me know which one you prefer. And this stuff is always hard because when you ask people for feedback, you never know. The sample size could be skewed. I don't think I'm dressing up for Halloween because that consists of buying a costume or making a costume out of what you have. And I never have the energy to do that. Um, I'm like, should I get some tissue for my eyes? I think it's stopping. Like, I want to like wipe my shirt. My shirt is tight. This is a vitamin water. This is I love vitamin water, so that wasn't just a talking point in the video. I actually love vitamin water. My favorite ones are the XX and the dragon fruit. Those are my faves. Vitamin water is hit or miss. There's some people that don't like it, but I don't understand how you cannot like vitamin water. It do make me have to pee, so I'm gonna chill out because I'm gonna have to pee in the next 5 seconds. A scary movie night for patrons? I mean, that sounds cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. How vitamin water be making your throat hurt? And then somebody saying it's medicine. No, kombucha is what is my like medicine. I swear. I feel like kombucha be getting me together. Today I had drank a naked, one of those green juices. Are nakeds actually helpful? I have a Discord, but it's mainly for like black femmes. And we send people the Discord link via DMs. We don't put it in the chat. It depends. There's one kombucha that literally made me feel sick, and that was from CVS, and it was in a little can. But other than that, every not naked is all sugar. That's so embarrassing. Kombucha always make me feel good. Kombucha also helps with my appetite. Usually when I wake up in the morning, if I can't stomach breakfast yet, I could drink a kombucha and that holds me over until I'm hungry to eat a meal. Kombucha, look, kombucha is my new ginger ale. Exactly. That's my ginger ale. I mean, it depends. If you're just now getting into kombucha, like, I don't know, when I first started drinking it, I don't know, I just kept going for it. It's an acquired taste and it's also not cheap. I only buy kombucha usually when I go to the grocery store and it's talking about some 3 for 6, 2 for 6, whatever. That's when I get kombucha. So don't be going to your local store. Don't be going to no local store and paying $5 for no kombucha. I am not co-signing that. I cannot drink ginger kombucha is like asking for your throat to be like scraped and burned. That's too much going on. Yes, I do YouTube full time. If I drink kombucha, I better be extra healthy. Okay. That's why we steal. Look, let me tell you something. There's been a lot of posts going around telling people to chill out with the stealing because these stores are buckling down. And all I'm gonna say is chill out. I'm also gonna co-sign that. Okay, not gonna tell y'all why, but chill with the stealing. There was some girl with it. There's some girl on TikTok. She made a TikTok and she was like, "Oh, I was in like CVS and they tried to they was like trying to stop this guy from stealing." And she was like, "I don't steal no more." That's me. I don't steal no more. Okay. Ugh. So, because this is the thing with before I go into my video ideas, this is the thing with stealing. This is the thing with anything you shouldn't be doing. You continue to do stuff you shouldn't be doing until like you shouldn't be doing it. You never stop. Why this is with the scammers. Scammers never stop while they're ahead. They always keep going till they get caught. So if you the type to steal, stop before you get caught. And then too, this is the thing. I hated my nails. I got my nails done. I hated them. I had to. This was me trying to take off the design. And so I had reported my card stolen because then I was gonna say that the nails was like a fraudulent charge. But I'm too scared to do that. I've never really done that before. I think I've only falsely reported something like on my card maybe one time a few years ago. Um and I'm too scared. I'm like, I do not want to do that. Next thing you know, the police are knocking at my door. So I'm just gonna have to take this L. I'm just gonna have to take this L because I'm too scared that the police are gonna be at my door. Like you have to stop before your head. Is that scamming? But after that, no. Like just stop while you're ahead because things are getting serious. Like we're gonna be in jail. Now you gotta do it for Amazon packages. So I'm gonna start disputing if these grocery prices don't go down. I mean, you could start disputing if you haven't did it already. Get your little 1 to 2 hits in and then stop. Stop. 'Cause I feel like people get so used to that stuff. I bet you some people be like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to go out and then I'm gonna report it. I'm gonna dispute it." And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're not supposed to be planning to do that. The best time to steal is while somebody is getting caught stealing. Look, no, Amazon kind of don't be giving your money back without question. It depends what you bought. It depends what you bought. And it depends what your Amazon name is. Right now, if you don't have a white person name on your Amazon, change it to a white person name. It don't matter what your change it to a white person name. Do whatever you gotta do. It's gonna still send to your house. Change your name on there to a white person name. Whatever it is, Google it. Okay. Anyways, so here are the video ideas. I kind of want to put them in the chat so that I don't have to keep going over them, but I think me going over them over and over will help figure out what we should do. So listen. So the first one is Princess Nokia. I said that I wanted to do a video on Princess Nokia and I haven't done it yet. So I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting because one thing about me, I'll say I'm gonna do a video and then I don't do it. Make a poll. Oh, I could do that? Oh my god, I can do that. Okay, but I have to do it I'll do it at the end. I'll say all the ideas and then I'll I'll do it at the end because it only gives you an option to do like one question. Um, let me tell you, it's 7 ideas. So before y'all like, yes, 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 listen to all of the ideas. So one is Princess Nokia. And then I will explain after we do all the 7. I go over all the 7, what I would talk about. Then the second idea is Thames and cursive singing because people are like, word on the street is people think Thames is like a cursive singer like SZA. So we could do a deep dive into that. Third, I don't know about y'all, but I've been seeing a lot of BetterHelp ads. So I really want to talk about BetterHelp. What is with all these ads? How they got all this money for the ads? And going into what we talked a little bit about last time, Jules, with this psychological operation in therapy, because they keep saying, "Oh, go to therapy, BetterHelp." One, that's expensive. Two, the therapist. I'm explaining it. I shouldn't be explaining it. Next idea is Jada Waita series, starting where in the Jada Waiter series, I would cover all her previous business endeavors and stuff like that. Talk about Little Baby. Oh, I did want to do a separate video on Little Baby and is he a philanthropist? So I just said the Jada series, and then so we're gonna skip to that one I just remembered. I wanted to do a Little Baby, not series, but just one video because people. It might be honestly, it might be 2 videos because it's a lot because people kind of paint him as this like hood philanthropist. So I wanted to get into it. So that's another idea. Then I wanted to do a series on Ari, the real Kyle's sister, Ari Fletcher. I wanted to do a series on her because that could be interesting. Because her and Jada are very similar. So if I do a Jada series, it makes sense to do an Ari series. But I could always do that series next year after the Impact ATL is all wrapped up. So that's that. Then someone recommended, where is Optimus? What was your name? I need to see it again. Optimus Prime. We're gonna call you Optimus Prime so I see it again. Optimus recommended it's Othniel. Whatever you're gonna if you're still here, whatever. Um Optimus recommended that I do a court type of thing. It was this whole paragraph they wrote and it was like court. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've been talking about Zinier from Sorati a lot because she be scamming allegedly on her Instagram stories. And people don't be talking about it that much. So I wanted to do a video, but I'm like, since I don't have to do, I'm talking about Little Baby, not the baby. But that was what I was talking about in the past. But anyways, back to Zinier. Yeah, how do you pronounce that name? Othelinis? I was talking about you, Maximus, Optimus Prime. That's what it looked like to me. I'm a little like, put that out phonetically for me. So Zinier, I don't want to do a whole video on Zinier, but I could do the whole court thing where Zinier is a part of it and we judge if she's a scammer or not. So that's one idea. Then the next idea is a Forex series. And I'm really, really leaning towards a Forex series because I feel like people have not dug into Forex that much yet. But the Forex series would be a huge learning curve because I barely know anything about Forex. I started doing a little bit of research on it. So that's the 8 ideas. And these 8 ideas, I have 8 weeks to do these some of these. If I do a series, that's going to take up 4 weeks. So a series is one. And then the Thames video, the Princess Nokia video, the BetterHelp video, those are all standalone videos that will take me about 2 weeks to do. So, okay. I feel like this poll idea is not that great, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try out the poll. Okay, I'm gonna put princess. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Let me figure out the question. What video? Okay, I'm gonna do a poll, and it's gonna be what video do I do? Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the poll, and we're gonna see who wins each poll, and they'll make it to the next poll. That's what we're gonna do. So, okay, for the series, this is gonna be a series poll. Let me see. Okay, this is gonna be a series poll. Let me see how many options I got. Okay, which series do we do? Do I? Because I'm the one doing it. Which series do I do next? And then I'm gonna put two options so that we can really just focus. So it's either Jada Wada or Ari Fletcher. This is just the first one. Okay, hopefully I see it. BetterHelp is a standalone video. BetterHelp is not a series. BetterHelp is one video. So we're not voting on that yet. Okay, y'all choosing Jada over Ari so far. Oh, wait, it's moving. 51 votes. I don't know when we should stop. I guess I'll stop. I don't want to say 100 votes. Okay, we might get to 100 votes. Oh my God. Who said I don't know these people? Invalid. Where you live? Wisconsin? It's giving Patrick Star. He said I'm a little indifferent. I'm indifferent too. Like both of them are interesting to me. Both of them are interesting to me. Okay, Jada winning. Not I hope Ari wins. She losing. He said I love a poll. Cause I'm gonna eventually, I guess, do the Ari one. Cause it only makes sense to do Ari then Jada. I mean, I guess. Because the thing is, Jada, like Ari has way more like bad drama. Like Ari got bad drama. Jada got more so baby mama drama type. Jada got more scamming drama and baby mama drama. Ari got like offensive drama and then overall like how she be, influencing influencer marketing and stuff like that. Yeah, like we're gonna have to go all the way back. And I want to really talk about Ari too, because the way she has documented, like the way she has created like reality TV with her and her friend group is interesting. Okay, we're done. We're done. So Jada wins this. So Jada wins so far. So now I'm gonna put Jada in another poll, and then I'm gonna put the Forex series in another poll. So I'm ending this poll. Okay. So now I'm gonna do Jada or Forex. I'm not gonna put little baby in here because hello. Okay, I'm like, did it go? I'm not gonna put little baby in here because I'm like, I could do that next year. That don't got to be done right now. Okay. No, why you put Pyrex? Okay, Forex is winning. Jada's getting some votes. Is it 4x1? Okay. But I feel like, okay, because now I'm like, I'm scared now because I'm like, okay, if everybody want 4x, like, where do I even begin? Not Ari versus 4x. Ari would not. How would Ari win 4x if she didn't beat Jada? Yeah, I would want to interview so many people. It would be a lot of interviews. It depends if people gonna be truthful or they gonna be embarrassed. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start working on the 4x series. That's it. That's it. So 4x, the 4x series would end the year. It would end the year. And then I would do another series next year. No, I demand. Okay, no, I can't do that. That would be non-democratic because I would be like, okay, I'll do 4x and then I'll start with Ari next year. But Jada clearly won, so that wouldn't make sense. And honestly, everybody being very undemocratic and demanding Ari is very much Ari's personality. So it's giving y'all are big fans. Okay. So now the next poll, girl, I can't do Krishan. That is too loaded. Like that girl is going through a lot. I'm boiling potatoes. Hold on. Cause in a second I need to eat some food. Okay. Now, okay, the next poll is what single video do I do in the meantime? Because I think I'm gonna start the research for the 4x video, but I think I'm gonna have to put out one more video before I do the 4x video. Like, so we're gonna figure out what that's gonna be. So the standalone videos are Princess Nokia, Thames, BetterHelp, and the trial, where we put multiple scammers on trial and go over their scamming behavior. So that's four, and I'm gonna do two against each other, the same like I did. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do Princess Nokia versus Thames. This is so helpful because when I tell you I'm very indecisive, like that's why I be having people vote on the thumbnail and just pretty much go with whatever the highest bidder is because I am not here to be making these decisions myself. So, okay, so y'all saying which I think is gonna be. So, yeah. Okay. What would I? I'm gonna just put Princess Nokia. I'm not even gonna put more. I put Is Thames a cursive singer for those who are confused. Okay, hopefully I spelled everything right. Someone said, "Who is Princess Nokia?" You will find out. You will find out. Not Princess Nokia needs to be jumped. Princess Nokia is the original pathological liar. That is a good title too, because SZA done learned from Princess Nokia. Let me write that down. Princess Nokia needs to be on black. Not Princess winning. Not Nokia winning. Okay. Okay. Wait. We still have another one. So Princess Nokia won this one. So I'm ending this poll right now because tens is not pulling through right now. Okay. The next one is, so now is it Princess Nokia? Oh wait, why am I putting that in the thing? So it's Princess Nokia or Better Help. The votes really for the people who are not that vocal in the chat. You never know. We might. What's next? After Princess Nokia and Better Help, next is the court. So you never know. Wait, is this one? Look at this one. This one is close. We 72 votes in. Oh, it's gonna knock a knock. Y'all gonna be mad. Whoever did Princess Nokia, y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna try to duplicate y'all votes. Y'all gonna be coming from multiple accounts to vote. Not vote Better Help. Your vote matters. Stop the count. And Kira, you losing. Why everything you want is getting pushed back? Yeah, look. Princess Nokia won like by so much before, and she's not pulling through. I'm about to end the poll. She not getting them extra votes. She need what, 6 more? We need not voter ID cards. Okay. Better Help one. Better Help one. I'm about to end the poll. Is it cute? Oh my god. You wish you know Q, that's right. Seeing who voted what. Because people will really be on here like, oh yes, I want Princess Nokia, Princess Nokia, but sure did click Better Help. Sure did click Better Help. Yeah, it's done. We're done. Better Help won. Better Help won. That is funny. Not Antifa. This I feel like Better Help winning is for what if y'all this is now I'm like getting skeptical. I feel like I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. Because what if people are trying to derail the topic? What if some of y'all just wanted to see other people be pissed Nokia lost, so you didn't vote genuinely? So who knows? It could be we are trying to assume everybody's being genuine. We'll do a recount at the end. We'll do a recount at the end. So clearly this one's probably going to be a landslide. What single video should I do next? It's going to be Better Help. Better Help, yeah. Or Scammer Court. Everybody be honest. Can y'all vote? Like when you vote once, can you change it? Okay. So Scammer Court is for the first person is Zenier from Sarati. I need to do the video with multiple other scammers. Zenier has been scamming on her Instagram stories for a while, but this is not widely talked about. So this will kind of be like breaking news. Then they're gonna have to be somebody like 2 other people I cover, and then we judge in that video if they are a scammer, we talk about it. It said I voted scammer court just to get revenge. You see, we're gonna have to do this vote over another day when tensions are not high. Oh, you can't change your vote? Once you vote once, you can't change it? It's 50-50. Oh my god. Wait. Cut the cameras. Okay, wait. We just got out. I'm like, we had like 80 votes and it was 50-50. What? Oh my, are y'all doing this on purpose? Close the polls, please. Wait. Honestly, if we all like if y'all all like did the brain power to make this 50-50, that is like very cohesive thinking. That's like powerful. If y'all did that on purpose. It's still 50-50. I'm scared. You see, these means I told y'all I be having so many ideas that like I don't know. It's hard. That's why I'm here asking for help and y'all not helping. Honestly, now so many emotions. Now I'm mad because I didn't come on here to get 50-50. Okay. I can't. Okay. I mean, okay, so this is a whole nother thing. If you want me to do both, would you want me to delay the Forex series in order to do these single video ideas? That's the next poll. That's the next poll. Okay, BetterHelp is winning. Scammer Court was just winning. What are we doing? Why is it going back and forth? Are people changing their vote? Are you okay? Wait, wait. Can you vote? Can you change your vote? Yes or no? Can you change your vote? You can't change your vote. So people are voting once. Wow. This is insane. So we're not gonna have a clear decision on BetterHelp versus Scammer Court right now. Because the next vote is whether I should do a series or single videos. Because if BetterHelp and Scammer Court is winning, those are the next two that I would have to do instead of a series. Like I can't watch a video without a BetterHelp ad, and it's starting to piss me off because it's like y'all know y'all charging people like $100 to $200 to talk to some sketchy person that's not even getting paid like that. What are you talking about? Okay, so I'm gonna end this poll where scammer court is now 1% winning. So okay, let me write this down to make sure. So we have scammer court and we have BetterHelp, and then we have the Forex series. Okay, so so the next poll is series or single videos. So do I delay the series for single videos? We're gonna say two single videos. Because at the end of the day, I want to do a series because it helps me upload faster. And then our series. So the poll is two single videos or series. I'm scared. I think the two single videos is gonna win. Which topics are eligible for the series? It's Scammer Court and BetterHelp. Because that was just 50-50. Do scammer video versus Princess Nokia. Okay, we can try that, I think. Forex is the series. You just see questions? What do you mean? You want to build up to the series. That makes sense. That also makes sense. Okay. Forex was such a dark time. Okay. Not an electoral college. We could not trust that. Oh, well, it's moving. That's a good idea. Better help to scammer to forex. Oh my god. People not changing votes. This is single votes. Okay, wait. So people are saying single videos. So I feel like people who want me to put Princess Nokia against the scammer court just want a Princess Nokia redemption because, because she lost to better help. But yeah, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense if I did. It wouldn't make sense if I did scammer court, or it would only make sense if I did Princess Nokia, scammer court, then forex, because we need some sort of transition. I can't just go from BetterHelp to a celebrity to forex. I feel, or maybe that logic doesn't make sense. Okay, okay. I'm ending the poll. The single videos won. So the forex series would have to be like around Christmas, because that's gonna take. It's gonna be a learning curve. Like I have to learn literally foreign exchange. Like what the hell is that? I mean, forex will go into the beginning of the year, but I have to start it in December. Okay, let me see. I mean, okay, I'll say for the last hurrah, you're able to put three options here. So I'll put the three options. Well, no, that's I feel like I can't do that because then it's making people choose between Scammer Court, BetterHelp, and Princess Nokia. And to me, that doesn't make sense because it won't let me know. I feel like it won't really let me know which people really want. Okay, this last vote is for fun. This last vote is for fun, and then we're gonna have to talk about this when everybody calm down because this would make sense. This would make sense if you were able to like check two options at once. Because being able to only check one is making people choose between two videos that they might want. But I mean I could tell. So we're gonna do scammer court. Or should I just do scammer court versus let me just do scammer court versus Princess Nokia for the people that wanted that. And then we'll see. For the people that are mourning Princess Nokia, we'll just give you this. Because we did we already did okay. Ain't nobody want Princess No the girls they wanted Princess Nokia when I had put Princess Nokia versus Thames. Y'all already forgot Thames was an idea. It was Princess Nokia versus Thames, and the girls didn't want Thames. But that's the thing. Nobody is checking for Princess Nokia, but we doing it because why nobody checking for her? Okay, we did. It was Princess Nokia versus Thames. Princess Nokia won. Then we did Princess Nokia versus Better Help. Then Better Help won. And then we did, yeah. Better Help and the Scammer Court were neck and neck, which made me do the poll for 2 single videos before a series. Oh my god. That's it. The people have spoken. The people, because that's the thing. Some of y'all in the chat are trying to bully people into their votes, and you can't bully people. Okay. Princess, we're gonna have to talk about Princess Nokia next year. She's gonna have to be discussed next year. I'm writing next year next to her name. It's done. Um, I'm surprised. Yeah, exactly. Campaigning. Not Ella and Mella. I don't. Ella and Mello, that's gonna have to be on Patreon. I could not put that publicly. The amount of like, I feel like I would have to really like. People would have to really tune in to people they have no clue about if they're not from New York. Like, you said, what's an Ella and Mella exactly? Ella and Mella are 2 scammers from New York. And honestly, I think they would try to put a hit out on me if I do that video. The Cardi B was out here putting hits on people, and they the type to move like that. They are from the Bronx. Ella is a Boogie's baby mother, yes. And she's been scamming since middle school. But honestly, I would have to do so much like Facebook digging. Like that stuff probably don't even exist. Okay, so the scammer court won. Now I need 2 more people to include in the scammer court. Well, I guess Ella and Mella could go into the scamming court video. I could do that. I could do that. The Facebook chef with the fake food, I saw that. Mella be scamming. Yes, still to this day. I think Mella, she scams, well, not scams, but I think she sells her Instagram pages because her Instagram page is always getting deleted. But I don't have too much evidence for that, though. I don't have too much screenshots showing all the accounts she's created over the years. I don't let people get away with scamming when they're scamming the poor. Scam the rich. When you scam the poor, that's when we need to talk about you. They would try to get me jumped if I still lived in New York, for sure. I don't have any doubt about it. But because I live where they don't know, I think I'll be fine. Oh, well, Darius Cooks is just way too long of a whole thing. Like, Darius Cooks is like a series. We could include MLMs, any new MLMs. I feel like so many people know about MLMs. The fake Facebook chef, I think her name start with like a T or something. Oh, I don't know. Oh yes, that's the thing. So when I was gonna do the series about Ari, I was gonna also talk about arrogant Tay, and then do a whole thing on hair. There's so many ideas because I really want to do something about hair. I could put Coach Stormy in there because she do have some scams that shouldn't take me too long to talk about. You are not a tree. You can move. Like what? Okay, okay, wait. So we just talked about 3 videos. Oh, I didn't do a review on Impact season. I mean, episode 4 yet. I gotta do that. I think I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, wait. So I already said Zenier from Sarati is one of the people going to be discussed in the scammer court video. Then should we do the Facebook chef, whatever her name is, and then the third person is Coach Stormy? Oh, she is doing an MLM scam. Coach Stormy is doing an MLM with flat tummy teas. The Facebook chef, I can't think of her name right now, but this is a new scammer on the block. She's not the pink sauce lady. Chef tailing, yes. MLMs are multi-level marketing schemes. If you don't know what an MLM is, they probably got you. Because you know what an MLM is once you've come encounter with one or you've seen it on the internet, to beware. BetterHelp, I'm already going to do BetterHelp unless y'all want to give me things that I need to speak about in BetterHelp. Those are the 2 series, the Scammer Court, BetterHelp, and then Forex at the end of the year into next year. No, the Giant Nice girl, that's not her. Because they be scamming. I need to get my plate of food ready. What? I didn't turn this fire off? I thought I turned this off. I turned off the meatballs by accident. Well, um, yeah, we need to discuss Forex. I have a lot of ideas. Oh yeah, word shows is a good idea, but I feel like some people have kind of been covering it, and people still. The only thing about award shows, it's just so annoying how like people will expose award shows, and then as soon as their fave is nominated, all of a sudden everybody's watching it again, and I'm like, are y'all that like fragile, frugal, whatever the word is? I'm just getting some food right now, so. Okay, something I really just don't be having social media outside of YouTube, and that's so interesting. And that's interesting for me as somebody who I purposely do not talk about stuff on my channel that I feel like has already been talked about so much on social media. Yeah, Mittens was just sleeping on the floor. She just woke up. But so that's one thing I don't be doing. But because I'm like, it was already so talked about on social media. People are not gonna want to watch me talk about something that like 50 million people just talked about. But sometimes it be giving people want to hear about the same thing again. Like with the pink sauce, so many people make videos about pink sauce. Like I've never seen off of YouTube, like on TikTok and everything. Like there were so many videos on pink sauce, and then I even did. Stephanie asked me to do a video with her where I came in for a little bit and talked about the pink sauce lady. So I kind of did do a video on pink sauce, but it just wasn't on my channel. So I was just like, it was just so many people who talked about it that I was like, it just didn't make me. It didn't make any sense for me to still go and recap it because I would have just been playing. I would have just been playing so many TikToks, you know? Everybody on every corner of YouTube was talking about that sauce. So I feel like I try to talk about stuff that's not really being talked about that much. No, I've never. I made a TikTok, but I saved it and I didn't post it. My TikTok account is private, but I only made one TikTok that was like 2 years ago, and that's it. Sometimes I like watching 39 videos of the same topic. Yeah, I feel like people do like to do that but it depends. Like, I only like to watch the videos on the same topic when I know that people are going to be giving me different information based on where I go. I don't I don't like to watch the same thing and everybody's talking about the exact same information. And then I also don't like stealing people's shine. So if like somebody is really making waves on how they're covering the pink sauce, and I would need all of their information to make my video, I'm not going to make my video. Just go watch that person's, Where did I? I kind of need to turn on the light over here. It's getting kind of dark. Yeah. No, I couldn't do Ari as another scammer because I'm gonna end up doing too much like explaining or foreshadowing. I'm not gonna continue my Tumblr series, but I need to put my Tumblr series in a playlist on Patreon because what I don't the other Tumblr person people wanted me to cover was what was her name? I think what is K what's her name? Kim Johansson? Her. People wanted me to cover her, which I wouldn't mind doing, but let me tell you, the Ari video is I don't want to say it's niche because she has 5 million followers, but people people want to know more about Ari. People someone asked me to cover Cell, so I decided to Google to see if it was even a an option, and it's not. Like, there's nothing on Google really about her other than Lipstick Alley, and I don't like using Lipstick Alley as a source because Lipstick Alley is not consistent. Like, it's just people regurgitating whatever the hell. Like, there's not really evidence. There's not really like, it's not like a paper trail. Cell had a baby with Little Yachty. And before that, she was the Tumblr girl, and she has her own fashion line. And some people, I guess, says that like some stuff with her line isn't good or whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen too much on it. And then I like to cover stuff where you kind of see it on Twitter already trending, or just people gossiping about it on Twitter, and then you dig deep. But your grandma knows the baby. That's funny. Yeah, so little Yachty got a child, and I think that baby just turned like 1 years old the other day. She don't be posting the baby's face, which is good. The baby is dark skinned though, and there was some rumors around Cell being like not color inclusive a few years ago, and then she started to hire more black models, and now she had a black baby. So I just pray that baby grow up in that Spanish or light skinned family without too many issues. That baby is like chocolate. And I've never seen that girl really hanging out with chocolate people before she was getting called out. Her Instagram is like cell.xo. Yeah. You can't find her. Like, she's not like talking about her would be a waste of time, honestly. Unless I do it as a Tumblr series or a Tumblr video instead of talking about her as a scammer. Like, if more stuff about her came out, then of course. If there was like people airing their grievances about her clothing line, then of course I would cover it down the line. That's where I'm like the feedback gets tough because I feel like some people be telling me to do stuff that I don't got no business doing. I don't the only reason why I don't feel like India Love should be bigger than what she is because everybody who paved the way for Instagram models now they've all hit a plateau because everybody has copied them and has did what they've done in a way that has been more helpful to their careers and their following. So I don't think I don't think India should be more than bigger than what she is. 'Cause and then she used to get her Instagram page deleted a lot. You see, people don't even know that she still exists. Loren saying, "Does India Love even still exist?" Her Instagram page would get deleted so much. Um, so that's probably one of the reasons why she doesn't have 10 million followers like people probably want her to have. And then her family also has so many. Their show on BET was like so boring, I think. But India is also kind of private, meaning like if India Love and her family wanted to be as big as the Kardashians, they would have to exploit their business way more. Like India Love stuff will happen and the blogs will talk about it, but she doesn't exploit those things in order for her celebrity to be bigger. She just like lets people gossip and she doesn't really feed into it too much. But her life is really interesting because now I'm remembering stuff. She had a boyfriend that died, but I don't think he died when they were together. But that same guy was dating Erica Mena at one point. These girls really be having boyfriends that died. Like you have an ex-boyfriend that died. Like that's a lot. Yeah, her dating the game was huge. And also because he is just like a horrible person. So it was like her dating him. I mean, it backfired in the sense that like she was probably treated poorly, but um he I guess like he helped like the proximity helped her celebrity if anything, but she had always been rumored to be with celebrities like I would say Soldier Boy and Justin Combs. Those I feel like they're as big as of a celebrity as the game. Like the game is not a big celebrity anymore. Like most people dislike him. And that's the thing. India is like still like 25, 26. Like I think we're like the same age. So the fact that she has been through so much, and I couldn't even imagine dating that many people and having that many people speculate about my dating. Like, who's dated more people, Rihanna or India Love? Who's dated more people? Not Taylor Swift. How Taylor Swift could come up in this? I think no. The real thing would be between Lori Harvey and Rihanna. Rihanna not losing. Oh my gosh, is this a new poll? Who has dated more people, Rihanna or Lori Harvey? Drake, of course, has dated more people than anybody on this planet. Lori dated like 8 people, but Rihanna has dated like 10. Rihanna has dated Drake, Chris Brown, um, what's this the dude she with right now? ASAP Rocky. Rihanna dated that billionaire. Rihanna dated Travis Scott. Who else? Leonardo DiCaprio. Not Rihanna is old though. Rihanna had no business dating Travis Scott. Said a basketball player. Lori Harvey was engaged at one point. Lori Harvey was engaged to a soccer player, which soccer players got money. Like these American IG models be going after basketball players and football players. You need to be going after soccer players. They got money. Okay? That's what I would be going after. That's why Lori Harvey is that girl, because she be looking at the other girls like, y'all not even where the money reside. Anyway, Lori Harvey was engaged to a soccer player. Then she dated, I don't think Lori Harvey actually dated P. Diddy, or I don't want to say I don't know if she actually dated Justin Combs and then dated P. Diddy. I think she only dated one of them. Lori Harvey definitely dated Future. She was definitely with Future. Then she dated Michael B. Jordan. Didn't she date Trey Songz? She dated Trey Songz. Yeah, Lori Harvey is probably gonna beat out Rihanna. Yes, remember? Lori Harvey was in that car with Trey Songz. Because it depends who Rihanna dated before Chris Brown and after Chris Brown, if we're missing anybody. Because Rihanna's first big relationship was Chris Brown. And then she clearly went on a little break after that. Yeah, Lori Harvey's taking it because she's literally 25. She's literally 25. Rihanna dated 50 Cent? Really? Or are you just making stuff up? Lori Harvey is 25 and she's already experienced what it's like being engaged. So that's spreading misinformation. Oh my god. Hmm. Rihanna and Nicki were just spotted, in that photo together that everybody think is photoshopped. If Lori and Rihanna date, that'd be funny. Yeah, Steve Harvey is not her real dad. I think her real dad was in prison or something. Um, Lori Harvey's. Oh my god, we just did all that voting, and I did have a whole nother video idea about socialites that I forgot to talk about. I'm annoyed. That's gonna have to be next year, maybe. Because I wanted to do a socialites video on Lori Harvey's mom. Not specifically about her mom, but about how to properly be a socialite and date up, because a lot of these now I'm down to vote again. I'm exhausted. I don't even know where to start. Because Lori Harvey and her mother are looking down at the girls. They properly do it. They do it. Lori Harvey's mom was able to just walk in her room and get engaged by like this rich man, aka Steve Harvey. And I know she's not physically attracted to that man. Um, you quit residency. Honestly, we need more stories about that. We need more stories about y'all quitting med school, cause how do I know she's not attracted to him? I'm just throwing it out there. And it's not even his looks, like his personality too is just like so unbearable. Like act like a lady, think like a man. Like you know that her beliefs, if they don't fall in line with him, she makes them. Like he's very much like that type of like my woman needs to be a certain way, and she falls in line because she rich right now. I'm not giving y'all dating tips because I'm not talking about that in no positive way. Because a lot of y'all, and this is the thing, in that video, a lot of y'all don't got what it takes to be Lori Harvey and her mom. People always act. The girls on TikTok be like, sit in a hotel to find a rich man and blah blah yada yada. Because a part of the socialite video would be talking about sex work and how a lot of y'all is like the escort techniques, and there's a lot of rebranding going on. So a lot of y'all be like, oh my God, I want to date up. I want to date up. And it's giving escort until somebody marries you. Like, not I talk too much. Who a Gemini? I am, but is one of them is Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey mom need to write a book. And I want to see, I think, can't we see photos of Story Harvey's, Steve Harvey's original family, and aren't they like not as desirable as he want Marjorie to be? Yes, my hair did grow back quick. That's why I'm about to cut it off again at the end of the year, like, cause this is box dye, so I'm gonna have to cut this off. I think, or dye. I'm gonna dye it back black though. I'm gonna dye my hair back black soon. But quiet as it's kept. First of all, that phrase is so funny. One of my favorite movies. Okay, one of my favorite movies is Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Not because I'm listening to to tips. It's just an entertaining movie to me. Like it's so entertaining that I went to go see part two early and met Kevin Hart. That's how much I like that damn movie. It's so entertaining. Like it's so funny. Like the basketball scenes when Kevin Hart is like the shortest on the court. He was like, Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour. Like that is so funny. Um, and then when like Megan Good is about to walk to the car, and she said, I don't go on dates with guys that don't open the door for me, and he drives away. It's an entertaining movie. And then when he loses Megan Good and he gets her back, I probably cry each time. Like it's so cute. Oh my gosh, Megan Ely and Taraji. Like, oh my God. And then the Chris Brown scene when he keep that's the type of guy she was going for before she got a good guy. And then Wendy Williams was in it as Kevin Hart's ex. And then Gabrielle Union and that white guy is in it. Yo, I'm sorry. That's my movie. That movie is funny. Um, and then Taraji was like scared of dating this guy that had less money, but he was making her happy. It's a good that's why I loved it. And part 2, I can't really remember part 2 that much, because part 1 is a classic, but I don't really remember part 2 to really talk about it at all. I think they went on a trip. Everybody probably went on some type of trip together or whatever, but Kevin Hart came into the theater to surprise us. And okay, so this is what happened. I went to go see part 2 early because I just happened to be downtown with my friend that day. And I was like, "Oh, the movie's already out early. Like, let's go see it." So we went to see it. And then while I was in the bathroom leaving watching the movie, I think I posted something on Instagram before DMs was even invented or whatever. So I think a friend had texted me or like messaged me like, "Oh, I saw that Kevin Hart is supposed to be going to that theater." So we were like, "Okay, let's wait." And like we waited in the theater and like went into the next screening of the movie and just sat there. And then he showed up, and I think we saw him coming or something. So we sat there. He was like, "Hey, everybody, blah blah blah. Thanks for coming to watch the movie." And then after he said that, we left because we already had seen the movie. So when we were leaving, Kevin Hart's now wife was like looking at us crazy because it's like, "Why are you leaving and you didn't watch the movie?" I'm like, "Girl, we already had seen the movie, but she didn't know that." He is really like yeah, he's short in real life, but he's also skinny. Like he is a little man. That's all I can say. He is a little man. Like when I took a photo with him, I literally got down like this to take the photo. So yeah, I mean, he had on a suit. So when men wear like those tuxedo type suits, he was in whether it was a suit or a tuxedo, I don't know which one. But he looked very slim. So he didn't look wide at all. The photo is somewhere in my hard drives like it's not a good photo. Like I don't really like how I look in the photo. I look a little blurry in the photo. I think it was taken on like an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 5 at the time. Um I don't know what height he is. But yeah, he is short. Um, yeah, I be having to bend down. Surprisingly, I don't have too many tall people I know. That Mariah Scientist video is already 2 weeks. 2 weeks already. It's funny how time fly. I feel like I just posted that. Kira. I think Kevin Hart cheated on his ex-wife with his current. It was something close. They try to say he didn't, but honestly, I don't care, to be honest. I don't care. Because that's when we get into the whole semantics. Well, we were separated, well, we were unhappy. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that whole we're on a break. And I'm just like, you end up publicly going back and forth on whether someone cheated or not. And I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all not together no more. I don't really feel anything about Mariah's tweets. I think I only saw two. I didn't look at any of the chaos. Um, but the thing is, okay, so y'all need to see Flo. Flo did a live performance, their first TV live performance with Jimmy Kimmel, I think. It was Jimmy Kimmel, right? And it was so good. Like they were singing so well. I'm a pretty thing in that cardboard box. That is my song. I was listening to that today. That song is so cute. Um, You think their songs are boring? I think I like most of their songs. I think if they're considered boring, it's because they just haven't done like a lot of vocal harmonies and runs yet. I feel like they're still like young, meaning like they're still making music for like young girls as opposed to making like deeper music for grown women. So I think maybe Flow might be the type of girl group where we get bigger songs from them as they get older. Honestly, I like Chloe's Treat Me song. Chloe's Treat Me song, that's gonna make it into my liked song. Cause seeing Chloe perform Treat Me and seeing people do the dance routine on TikTok made me like Treat Me. The little dance she does to it, if I was a dancer, I'd do that. So Treat Me is her best song. I like it. And then I like how it starts and it transitions. Treat Me is a good song. She needs to scrap Have Mercy. Surprise is okay. Like Surprise is okay. If she released Surprise on an album, I wouldn't be mad. Releasing Surprise as a single, no. Um and then she's coming out with another song soon, and I don't know. And this is the thing with Chloe. I feel like, well, this is the thing with music and stuff. Like, I feel like we be hearing music differently based on the persona of the artist, because I feel like it sways. Like, it's too much psychological stuff going on. Like, I feel like a lot of times if we were to just hear the music without the artist doing too much, it would help. Not saying that would make me like Surprise or Have Mercy, but I feel like sometimes with some celebrities, just their whatever public standing they have at the moment really be making our ears hear different things. And I also think too, like in general, music is so polarizing. Like I really think we all hear different things through our ears because music opinions, you can never have a solid music opinion. Like it's never there's nothing fact about music. People, you would think something's fact and we could all agree, and they're gonna be people like, no, like on the whole other side of the spectrum. Which is that's what the disclaimer I need to give, because people really, I think music is one of those things that gets people so riled up about their opinions. And I feel like because it's also attached to celebrity culture, but there's something about music that is just really sentimental. Because for example, like with Mariah the Scientist, some people were like, "Oh, her lyrics are so good, they've made me cry." And I'm like, "Okay, that's true, but like they're not making you cry when she performs it live. If anything, you're crying from laughter or you're. So it's like two things could be true. Like her songs could be like, making you sad cuz you're thinking about your man junior year of high school and how he made you feel. So I could see if you're crying. But like come on. Because I do think her lyrics are good. Like I do think her lyrics are good. Do I think they're like good lyrics is Beyonce's Renaissance. All up and down that album, you getting good lyrics. That's good lyrics. Mariah the Scientist, her good lyrics would last for 2 minutes because I didn't even mention her songs be short as hell, just like everybody else. But I feel like with singers, if you really trying to sing to us, you really trying to give us good lyrics, make the song 3 to 4 minutes. Why are you having 2 minute songs, one minute and 50-second songs? You didn't finish. You did not finish the project. So that's just me. I don't think anybody is too old school for wanting a song to be 3 to 4 minutes. Old school is wanting a song to be 6 to 7 minutes. So so I feel like a lot of people, again, like you say, Mariah Carey is the blueprint. Other people, the girls are gonna start seeing the newer generation, meaning whatever's before, after Gen Z, is gonna start seeing people like Mariah the Scientist as the damn blueprint. And at the end of the day, I mean, I don't even care that much. I would never be one of those old people like back in my day. Like, girl, whatever the hell y'all like. Because music at the end of the day is just, some of it is like really good, thought provoking, culture moving, and then some of it is just people having fun. Generation Alpha, we got to get used to saying Generation Alpha because the girls are going to start saying Generation Z when they're talking about Generation Alpha, and people are going to have to get it together. And that's the thing, music is very subjective. And I also think because of that, when it comes to like talking about music objectively, it's usually you still usually have to use music theory. And I don't know how much of music theory is like colonized because black people and just other cultures really don't get like their credit for music theory. Like when you listen to like what you think is like black culture music in the United States, like black American ethnicity type music, our beats do not be sounding like black beats in Cuba. You be like, oh, I have to get used to this whole new sound that black people are listening to. So it's like music is so subjective, it's hard to even. Yeah, I'm not surprised music theory is racist. So it's like you can't even really objectively critique music because you have to critique it based on that very specific culture and only use that culture's criteria. You said there's people born in 2022 as if like we needed to know that. Like people stopped being born 10 years ago. The only reason why I think black people are the culture in many ways, but usually when people say that, I don't think they consider the whole diaspora because I think there are many black things, but because it's from a different diaspora, people end up like shaming it because they didn't even know that this is something other black people did somewhere else. I like every time somebody continues to be born, I'm like, I can only imagine what their future is about to look like. And that's the thing, like vocal coaches actually help so much, and people aren't investing in them for whatever reason because vocal coaches even helped SZA. Wasn't she on Twitter like, oh my God, I think I can't sing no more? And then she got a vocal coach and now she's doing way better. Even people like Beyonce. Beyonce has always had a good voice, but we've got to hear her voice change in ways throughout this decade that is just amazing to have watched. Like the girls need to give us a decade long of vocal range the way Beyonce has. Like, come on. Like we need to see that vocal progression. Like it's just I'm sad. It's sad because and then the thing is with some of these artists, like people were trying to compare like Summer Walker, SZA, and Mariah the Scientist, and I think like they really cannot be compared because they're all so different um for different reasons. like, I would say maybe SZA and Mariah the Scientist are similar, not the same in their vocal ability or their vocal ability live. Because a lot of people, even though when I talked about SZA in my cursive singing video, I think SZA got a videos taken down probably of her bad performances because I couldn't really find any. Like I was trying in my SZA cursive singing video, I was going to compare her being able to sing early on and later, and I couldn't really find any bad videos. So when people are like, "Oh, well, SZA was bad," I'm like, maybe SZA was an awkward performer, but I don't think there are so many videos of SZA just flat out not being able to sing and saying how she's out of breath and her voice cracking. I don't know. They might have been taken down. So SZA is a songwriter and a better performer, and also all because SZA could have had bad performances does not mean that Mariah the Scientist doesn't benefit from colorism because SZA does not even look like how she looked when she first started. So colorism in the industry and just anti-Blackness and misogynoir is going to affect people so differently, which is why again I was not hell bent on defending my video to anybody, um, because everybody could get their own video. But anyway, Summer Walker has always been able to sing. And this is my thing. Mariah the Scientist does not have to come out and say that she has social anxiety for people to cut her some slack because I don't think Summer Walker even has to divulge, whatever the word is, to give up that personal information for people to give her grace. Like you should not have to say, "Oh, I am depressed or I have bipolar disorder" for people to give you grace. Like you should just give people grace. Which is why the main part of my video was like Mariah the Scientist is getting all this grace because we only give grace to lighter skinned, thin women who are cisgender, which was a big part of the video because I read from Deshaun's book that talked about desirability having to do more with complexion, able-bodiedness, whatever, you get it. Well, I wouldn't even say a lot of people get it because people asked me to flesh out in my Rick Ross video, when I said insecurities are political, a lot of people were like, "Oh, can you flesh that out?" And I was like, I said it because I read from Deshaun's book in my last video that insecurities are political, where whatever. But so Summer Walker doesn't have to divulge that she is that has social anxiety to give her flack. Summer Walker should have just never been berated for her lackluster stage presence when she just came out. And she can sing. So she gets up there, she's awkward, but she can sing. And her songs are good, you know? So, when you compare her to Mariah the Scientist, you can't quite do so because Summer Walker is also someone who does not look like when she first started. Mariah the Scientist have been out for about 3 years and has received constant validation on her looks and have never felt any pressure yet to change them. So it's just a lot of stuff there. And I feel like they're similar in ways, but they're not the same. And I think with colorism, people want these exact same, people want literally a white Flo Milli in order to be like, Flo Milli definitely, her career is badly impacted due to colorism. You don't have to have a carbon copy to compare to provide evidence that Flo Milli's career has been stifled in some ways because she's dark skinned. So I feel like people are trying to use people want these like perfect comparisons. People want to see a skinny Lizzo to for sure be like, "Oh, well, Lizzo is not benefiting and so Lizzo is receiving vitriol because she is fat." So people want to compare. So people like, and I'm like, you're not going to get that. And I feel like people will realize that they don't get that when they think critically, when they read more books and stuff like that. But people don't. They are thinking very simply. And people have the right to do that. So yeah, and Flo Milli also has a really solid fan base. Like Flo Milli has 2 million followers right now. Mariah the Scientist doesn't even have 1 million followers yet. So it's like all these people are like, you look at them individually. and you can compare some things where they're similar but not the same. And then I'm also not mad that we don't have huge artists. So that's my thing. Like, I really don't get up here and be like, oh, this artist should be bigger, because I feel like the more black artists that get bigger, um, the more they commodify blackness for people that don't need to be consuming blackness. Like, the bigger black artists sometimes get, like, you need a fan base that's not black people. Though there are 40 million black people in the United States, we all have a variety of music taste. So once you get all the black fans that like your music, you're gonna have to need other cultures to like it. And this is where we get all of this. Oh, are we gatekeeping blackness or are we not? Like, we're not gatekeeping blackness, and we never will, because people just want their faves to be more popular. People want their pages to be public and all of this stuff. And I'm like, how do you gatekeep anything when we're all telling our business for money? I like Baby Tape. Well, I would say I like Baby Tape. Okay, I have I listened, because I when I need like background noise, a lot of the times I like play an artist's full catalog so I can listen to everything. And I don't know if I did that for Baby Tate, because I think she had this like "Slut Me Out" song, and it was not good. Like, I'm sorry, that song was not good. And it was one of those things, it was like one of those sexual songs with no innuendos. Like, if you're gonna make a sexual song for me, can you make it a metaphor? Like, I just like, make some of it a metaphor. It don't all gotta be a metaphor, but like, damn, you giving me like play by play what I know you're not doing in bed. And you also so young too. It's just ugh. Um I personally didn't like the song. Again, music is subjective, so I know some people gonna like it. Don't be offended. But I just didn't like that song. So I'm gonna listen to more of her discography. I do believe she can sing. I want her to be an R&B artist more than I want her to be a rapper. But or she should sing and rap on more of her songs, similar to like a Doja Cat, but she can do even more like deep R&B type stuff. But again, I'm not gonna tell her what to do, because at the end of the day, they could do what they want. But yeah, I've seen her TikTok, some of them. But yeah, I'm like, and then the thing is with Baby Tate, you're gonna have a really young. She has a young audience. Baby Tate is not gonna have an audience of 25 or older. She probably has an audience from 15 to 25. And can you imagine to like? Can you imagine a 17-year-old listening to "Slut Me Out" like that? That makes me so like, no, like, and this goes for all of them. Like, I really think like we have to have a conversation, misogyny aside, no black men allowed in the conversation, about how explicit a lot of these lyrics are, because again, innuendos matter. Innuendos matter because a lot of us were listening to sexually exploitative music, explicit music, and we had no idea what the hell they were saying until we got older. And nowadays, you know exactly what the hell they're saying. And it's just like, oh my God, like, oh my God. So I think that's my only thing. Cover it up, make some more metaphors, please get clever, because y'all are saying how you're doing oral so explicitly, and literally 17-year-olds on their way to high school are listening to this. And I can't. I can't. Like, when I think that's the reason why I can't listen to some of the explicit sex music that men or women make, because I know that given their age, younger people are listening to this and I'm not comfortable with it. Like, I think I'm trying to think back. Like, when I was in high school, some of the most sexual songs, I'm trying to think of an artist that was like had no innuendos and were so explicit when I was in high school. And I graduated in 2015. And I would say that would be like Drake and Rihanna. Like, Rihanna's like chains and whips excite me when we were kids. Um, So it was like stuff like that. Um, and even I didn't even listen to S&M a lot. Um, Trey Songz, he was explicit. I remember Dive In. I remember my friends singing that song in high school and in school. So Trey Songz has always been a sexually explicit artist, but he on his road to get blacklisted. Yeah, so it was like Rihanna, Trey Songz, those were like explicit. But at the same time, I feel like it wasn't like gagging on, you know? Like Rihanna wasn't like, I'm gonna get in my knees and choke. Like she wasn't doing that. But Trey Songz kind of was. He was giving us it was a lot, but at the same time, he was giving us runs. The girls nowadays be sexual explicit and they don't even be good singing. It's like, oh my God, can you mask this with a song? With a run? Yeah, I'm not mentioning Cupcake. You could easily dodge her music. She's not mainstream. So if her songs are explicit, a certain group can go look for it. Yeah, Birthday Sex by Jeremiah, that was a lot. I remember that was MySpace. That was MySpace and that was playing like everywhere. Yeah, Nikki's Anaconda was more subtle than her Super Freaky Girl for sure, and more subtle than WAP. And that's an yeah. I'm just surprised how popular WAP was because I don't understand how that many people would be listening to an explicit song like that. I mean, it's a good song. Megan raps so good on it, but it's explicit and like that song was number one for a while, wasn't it? Payola. I knew somebody was gonna say Payola. It had to be because why the hell was that song so popular? Sierra's Ride. That song wasn't. I don't know. I only know the chorus, but I would assume because Sierra's not the type to be too explicit. Oh yeah, I remember the Or Not remix. Jeremiah was really sick. I think COVID. Yeah, he was on his last leg. People was like, pray for him. I mean, WAP could be a song if you over 21 to me. Like, I don't if somebody was like WAP is my favorite song and they were 18, I would be like, we need to have a conversation. Ari Lennox does sexuality well, but I would say sometimes it don't be believable because she doesn't keep up the persona. Like Ari Lennox will make very like feel good music, and then you'll hear her in an interview, and she's so depressed. She's like, "I don't date men. I don't like men. They whatever." Or I haven't had this experience. I haven't had that experience, and it's like, girl, keep the truth to yourself. At least put up a persona or something. Like I'm not telling her to be fake, but I'm telling her to be fake. Like, come on, like I can't really feel her music that much because I know I've seen more of Ari Lennox's interviews than I've really listened to her music because I just like interviews. And I feel like she just don't be feeling it. Like she don't be selling it to me. Now, what's my song is Unloyal with Ari Lennox and Summer Walker. That was the first song that I liked from Summer Walker's album. That song is cute. That song made me feel like I'm like 40 because of the beat, but then the lyrics is giving Gen Z. Elementary kids were singing Throat Baby. And Pooh Shiesty, what was it a Pooh Shiesty song? No, it was a song by what's that rapper from New York? Smooth L. He had that Apollo song, and he was performing it in schools. I'm like, I'm sorry, I get so like it's a mix of disgust and sadness just hearing kids just say some of the most sexual degrading stuff because the lyrics are not always sexually empowered, meaning like you're just saying sexual acts that people should enjoy. It's like, no, that girl need to, I'ma shove her head. And it'd be like, oh my God. Like, at least say she consented joyfully before being rough like that. Because every time, like, whatever. But it's just stuff like that. Like, I just be so stressed out because, essay and just sex is just something that I feel like we are not taking serious for the younger generation. So this music be stressing me out because music influences a lot of our, like, what we be doing. Kevin Gates is scary. Like, I mentally, I think he's spiraling. Like, someone put the kids on the Pink Panthers. That's funny. People keep saying, look, we've talked about this so many times. I do not care about Victoria Monet being more popular than what she is. Like, I feel like she's right where she need to be. I feel like she's right where she need to be, but she be saying how she want more fame. So I'm like, if she want more fame, she could take it. But I'm like, oh yeah, Ludacris. Okay, so there are some standout songs that were like explicit. Um, Laffy Taffy, that was explicit, but I remember not really understanding what the hell they were talking about in that song when I was in elementary school. I for sure have listened to all Victoria Monet's songs, and maybe I need to give it another try. It's not that I don't like them, but I just haven't saved any of them on my phone. This is the thing. This is why I sometimes hate myself because I can't get into Victoria Monet like that, but I love LMA. Like, I quite as it's kept, I love LMA, and I know people do not go up for LMA. Am I a colorist? Am I choosing LMA over Victoria Monet? I like LMA's song DFMU. I be listening to that all the time. And her latest album, a lot of people think her latest album is a flop, but there's barely any skips on it. I don't know what LMA does for me. I don't know why I like it. I would say what redeems me and why I am a Black Panther is Mooney. I mean, Money Long. I love all her music. I love all her music. I feel like every time I listen to Money Long, I feel like I should be actually 18 because I don't feel like her music is that grown, but it gives high school, but I love it. Like, I love it. Whose marketing is bad, LMA or Money Long? Money Long is a pick me. I don't know if she's still married because she used to be married. I don't know if she's still married. I can't listen to Tink. I'm sorry. I Something about Tink's music. It's like a little depressing, but also I just don't like her voice. It's too high pitched. I feel like she needs to get into some whatever some type of deep something. Would I rather buy Victoria Monet tickets or LMA? It's gonna be LMA. I Victoria Monet could perform, but if I like to sing songs word for word. I don't mind going to a concert and actually I've never even seen LMA perform live. I don't think so. Other than Boot Up. I don't think that was on the BT Awards. I don't think I've ever seen her perform live, so I don't know. But I'm sure Victoria Monet concerts are good, but if I don't know any of her songs, I'm just gonna be, standing there. But I don't know who told Money Long to get all that surgery. I don't think that's why her career blew up because nobody be like, "Oh my gosh, she looks so much better after surgery." Everybody's just like, "Girl, we like your music." Um and then she changed her name from Priscilla Renee to Money Long. There was no other names you was thinking about? Like, I just don't understand how we get from Priscilla Renee. You couldn't do Nene, Ray Ray, Miss P. Like, girl, why are we calling you Money Long and you don't even make I could see if we calling Sweetie Money Long. We're calling you Money Long and you don't even be making songs about money. Like, I don't get it. Not Prissy Nay. No. Like something else. I would take anything over Money Long. Like I literally like Mooney. Like have it be something other than money. Why are you spelling money like that? If her name was probably just Money, maybe? No. Long. Her name could have been Long. I don't know. Money Long together is so unserious. Exactly. I don't get it. I love her music so much, but I will never be like I would never raise my hand in a group of people and be like my favorite artist is Money Long. I'm just not doing that. So girl, a lot of us are gonna like your music in secret because I'm not doing that. Like, get serious. She's gonna have to go through another name change. Now you saying Poonie. That's funny. I do not like Lucky Day. I cannot get into his music. Everybody and their mom got Lucky Day as a feature, and I'm like, I'm skipping this song. I'm not listening to this band. Lucky Day is a cute name though. I like Lucky Day. Yes, you see, you didn't even know that Money Long is that's how it's pronounced. None of us knew until she said it. Like, come on. But honestly, a lot of people be a little delayed when pronouncing people's names. Like some people didn't even know how to pronounce Mona Leo's name, and it's literally Mona Leo. Like, how do you not know how to do that? Brent Fayez, his last name could be a hard name to pronounce. You really gonna say Brent was best in Sonder? That was just the beginning. That Sonder album in 2017, that should have been nominated and won multiple Grammys. Like that little EP album, whatever it is good. You saw Brent in person and he looked good. I mean, he probably is the type to look better in person because the camera don't always be doing him justice. But mm, I don't know. Did you listen to the new Sonder EP? No, I didn't know there was a new one. Is Brent on it? It said, "Yeah, who be taking his pictures?" I'm sorry. I like Brent's music, but I will never find him attractive, especially sexually attractive. He could sing about that stuff all he want, but I do not get the appeal. Yeah, you could tell he's very confident in his art because he's just a very relaxed person. I feel like the reason why he is good live is because his voice doesn't do a lot, but it also does more than you think. You're like, "Oh, well, you can actually hold a tune for a good amount of time." I don't really know what Kaytranada looks like, to be honest. I see pictures every now and then, but it never sticks. I like Thames. I like her little Orange album, whatever the album is called, Orange. That no skips. And she has a song with Brent, and that was a really good song. But with Thames, I do feel like you can't listen to Thames back to back. Similar with LMA. You can listen again, yeah, I don't like LMA, but they both got this like in their voice where it's like similar to the weekend. It's different pitches, but it's like, okay, we need a buffer. Okay. Honestly, Tim's looks, she be having some looks. Whoever is styling her and just her day to day, they always get it right. Like Thames is literally on the Renaissance album. Thames is on Beyonce's best album. Can you believe that? Can Thames believe that? Like, what are we talking about? Like, you're approved. You're done. Like, there's no debate about Thames. There's no debate. Her career is like amazing. Talent sees talent. Like, there's really no debate there. Not cursive yodeling. Cursive yodeling kind of gives anti-black though, because I feel like I would never want to constantly confidently say that with my whole chest because like I don't even know all the different genres in Africa and how people be singing in Africa. So, and I feel like even too with like the Jamaican influence of well Jamaican singers too. Jamaican singers on them tracks be doing that little yodel. So it's definitely cultural that type of sound. Girl, Shansia, I still feel like Shansia really. I don't know who she want her audience to be because I feel like Shansia, like when I first started listening to like her songs, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. And then I feel like as soon as she made that song with Megan Thee Stallion, I could not bear to click it. Like to this day, I don't know what that song sound like. And then I think she made some other song where I was just like, what are we doing here? Um, And I'm like, she probably don't need me as a fan. Cause that's the thing. Like, some people really don't need any of us as a fan. Girl, Shakira just got 30 million views in 24 hours. Like, not even making that up. So at the end of the day, at some point, I'm gonna be figuring out who the hell be tuning into Shakira. The girls are being profitable without us checking for them at all. So it depends what people are going for, because they don't need some of us. Like it's 2022 and Shakira is making money worldwide. A lot of people aren't worldwide. I don't know why so many people want to have success in the United States. Other countries have way more people than us. Like people want to be successful here so bad. I'm like, why? We don't even treat artists well. Like not Shakira is a criminal. And I'm like, people need to tap into Spanish artists. I mean, well, Spanish speaking people. All right, I need to use the bathroom because clearly I've been drinking a lot of this. I'll be back. I'm not taking it with me this time. Mittens has been knocked out over there. Honestly, maybe that's why Shakira is still booming because she's what, evading taxes? I don't blame her. Shakira might be a communist or something. No. Glorilla's song featuring Cardi B tomorrow. I be playing that like every day. They both ate that song up, even though, of course, it was already out on Glorilla's side, but they ate that song up. Um, Callie, I feel like Callie just has to release um just consistent good music, and I think she'll be fine. She should. I just hope she don't end up like Asian Doll, meaning they care more about their personality than their music. I think I don't know. I wouldn't say Callie is boring, but honestly, she just needs more music out. Because when she first came out, I listened to her project that she had, and it was good. But you said Callie should do YouTube. You see, you're trying to set them up to fail because the views are not going to be in her favor. And I don't know what she gonna be talking about. Y'all want her to be a lock? Y'all want her to do videos on her locks? But the girls really be gangbangers. That's the thing. Like the girls really be, because that's the thing. A lot of these girls, when a lot of these female rappers that are girls, they be getting their money from illegal activity too. Like, how do you think they be having all those jewels before they're even famous? Like, unless they getting fake ones, the girls be doing some stuff. Got a fake gun in every video. They really do. That be them. That be them for real. That's their life. They deserve to rap about it or lie about it like the men. And that's the thing too. Like I feel like we have a lot of like female rappers who do be into gang activity or insinuate like murder, death, and killing. Which I mean is fine. I mean I don't care, but like I don't even know. Like if we took murder, death, and honestly, I would rather them rap more about selling drugs than murder and death. Like I know that kind of goes hand in hand, but like at least rap about like selling drugs and not being on the drugs because the guys be rapping about being on the drugs and selling the drugs, but rap about selling the drugs. Not too much. You gonna shoot somebody? You about to like? Oh my god. Um, what's the other? And of course they rap about sex, but some of them. That's the thing. Some of them rap about murder and killing more than they do sex. It's either very sex explicit music or very vivid killing. um, and that's the thing. I think Asian doll can rap, but I just don't be listening to her music. Yeah, like we need more like just fun. Like let's give us fun. I feel like Ice Spice, maybe her music could be more so funny, meaning like she'll have like those little. I feel like we're laughing at Ice Spice and not always with her because it's not like she has punchlines. People be laughing at the bars, you know. Oh yeah, what's it called? Maya. It's Maya, right? Maya's song Selfie. What was it? Is it Maya the Dawn? I can't remember, but I like her song Selfie. She recently I followed her and I'm about to like quiet as it's kept, I'm about to unfollow her because I really she posted 2 freestyles. They were really good. And then she said something about being light skinned and pretty. And I was like, oh my God. Can you please shut the fuck up with light skin and pretty? But I don't know. Hopefully she doesn't keep doing that. 'Cause I'm like and 2, it's 'cause, like, we wanna see artists of different body types, but please do not hinge on your light skinnedness, like, come on, like, I wanna support you, just don't give colorism, please. And that's the thing, the girls don't understand that if Callie or Asian Doll are like, "Oh, I'm dark skinned and I'm pretty." Flo Milli are like, "Oh, I'm dark skinned and I'm pretty." That's not the same as light skinned artists being like, "I'm light skinned and pretty." It's not the same. So they're stressing me out. And that's the thing too, like there was one person that commented on my Mariah the Scientist video, and their username was literally light bright. And that's the thing with these light skinned women. They drag it. They really be like Danny Lay. Their at name be like Yellowbone is what he wants. And then they'll be like colorism doesn't exist. Why is your at name Yellowbone is what he wants? Please, quickly, 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 quickly. I like Flo Milli. I listened to her last album, but I just can't get into all her songs. I need a break. Like she has a different cadence or whatever, but her voice is very like and I'm like, I can't. I can't. A foreign doll. um, the whole doll thing, cash doll, Asian doll, Cuban doll, dream doll. It was so many dolls. Um, Asian doll. They was really trying to act like she was being problematic. I mean, she's being problematic in the sense of like saying Asian doll for reasons that are like ridiculous and stereotypical. Um, but yeah, what would Asian doll even change her name to? Drill doll? It need to be drill doll. Dallas doll, because isn't she from Dallas, Texas? I like Cash Doll. Her like the album she put out with that song, Ice Me Out. I like that album, but I haven't listened to really any of her music since. I think I stopped listening to Cash Doll a little bit because she was like, "Oh, I'm dark skinned, but I've never been affected by colorism." And it's like, okay, Cash Doll, when your music don't get no streams, don't come talking about colorism to us then. Um, so I just need Cash Doll to I just need all of them to shut up. Like, I don't want any of them to speak, to be honest. I don't want any of them to ever speak again. A single mother to triplets is something I never like. It was something that I had to keep reading over and over again. You know what? That honestly, whatever that Quay, her name isn't her name Key, not Quay? It's Key. Isn't her name Key? Yeah, it's Key. Queen Key. Okay, now we can talk about this. Queen Key got pregnant by some guy named, isn't it 360 Breezy? We can't continue until we it's Queen Key at 360 Breezy, right? Breezy. 600 Breezy. Here we go. Queen 600 Breezy got Queen Key pregnant with triplets. I've never seen anything like that in my life on social media. I know people get pregnant with triplets, but when do we see that happen? That, like, imagine having 3 kids by like one of the worst men ever. We don't even know who 600 Breezy is, other than he's like a light skinned dude with a bunch of tattoos and misogynistic. So she has this 3 triplets with him. He's not claiming those kids, not taking care of those kids. So crazy. Then he has a whole other girlfriend who commits S word, unalived herself. Then he gets on the internet, posts what seems to be a fake type of suicide letter, when I found out that was connected, because everybody was feeling bad for him, including myself, and they were like, "No, this is the same guy who's not taking care of his triplets." I'm like, "This is the same guy?" And so now people are saying allegedly she killed herself because it's like 600 Breezy is unhinged. So, and I'm just like, OMG. Like, we literally have this woman who was like literally like a fitness influencer who is no longer here with us. Like, she is no longer here with us. And I feel like we're not talking enough about that. Like, girl, what were you going through? He literally, like, he literally is deceiving us because they're like she couldn't have sent him a text or something, or he posted the text like it's something. It wasn't inconsistent with the text. And then his family didn't agree. It's just sketchy. It's sketchy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those kids are probably better off, but at the same time, leaving a woman with 3 kids that are all the same age, and the fact that he would want attention like that, like the fact that he would want attention like that, because he was the main one who basically broke the story, right? That she was no longer with us. Now you know she probably not getting a good child support check. Like, this is too much. I'm like, I can't believe they're all connected. Some girl on Twitter basically was making an unsolved true crime and wasn't saying allegedly enough. And I'm like, girl, you are literally accusing him of unaliving this his girlfriend. Just don't do it. Just speculate in ways that is not permanent. Like that girl made a whole TikTok basically was like, oh, it was him. I'm like, we don't even know if it's true whether she did commit unalive herself or is her family comfortable with putting it out there that she didn't. Like, we don't know. Because at the end of the day, that girl has a family. Like, she has a family. Yeah, wasn't she like a mental health advocate and fitness? Wait, you know what was funny? When Azealia Banks got kicked off of Instagram. That was so funny. And they literally had a picture of her like, they were like, Azealia Banks gets banned from Instagram. I was like, OMG. It's like, yeah, she's banned. It was like, what was the final straw? What was the final straw? Like, OMG. And it was really around the time people really stopped focusing on Azalea. Like, we were not focusing on Azalea that much. Not posting Rihanna's. No. But the last thing I think people reported about Azalea posting was between Nicki and Lotto. And I feel like that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad to get her blocked. I think Kanye just got banned from all sites, and that needed to happen. Nicki needs to be banned next. Quiet as it's kept, Nicki needs to be banned next. Nicki has put out inaccurate public health information. She has incited multiple people to be bullied and doxxed. Like, Nicki needs to be Nicki and Azealia, they should have been banned the same day. The same day. Nicki trying to combat her lawsuits with other lawsuits. Like, girl, we were not born yesterday. You can't just sue other people as if that's going to make up for other people suing you. I'm sorry. I feel like the voice notes that Lotto put out about Nicki, that should have been talked about way more. Like, I feel like everybody was rushing to cover the story, that by the time Lotto put out the phone call, people wasn't really on it like that. And I'm like, that Nicki phone call was enough. Like, she's very, very like gaslighty. Like, she will lie in order to tell her own story. And especially since there's so much evidence of Nicki being mad at other people for being what she is now. So it's like the fact that Nicki has probably said, because so many people have interviewed Nicki and insinuated that she was like the only popular female rapper for years. So the fact that Lotto saying that and you saying that Lotto has not done her research, I can see why her and Cardi almost had a physical altercation, because that would make me enough to make me hit somebody. Because if anything would make me fight is when somebody is really trying to act like I'm dumb. Like, I do not like when people are insulting my intelligence and acting like I don't know what I know, or trying to make it seem like I said one thing or whatever. Like, especially to my face, the way Nicki was doing that to Lotto, I would have been very, very upset. Because the fact that like Lotto said something everybody knows to be true, and like Nikki could get you that mad to where you have to, now you just have to do a little punch. Like, I have to, because why would you say that? Um, so I feel like for me, and I think for me, you know what? I think for me, the reason why I think the Nikki and Lotto phone call should have been a bigger deal is because that's how I felt sometimes with my last supervisor that made me quit my job. It would be, you would be having a conversation with somebody and they purposely do not want you to make sense. And stuff like that is, you like, it makes you so mad because you know this person will never give you the satisfaction that you want. And that satisfaction is just to clearly see what you're saying. So that stuff could be so infuriating when you know what somebody, you know what you're saying. And then Lotto was trying to say that Nikki is purposely misinterpreting what she's saying. And then Nikki was gonna be like, "Well, you don't even know what you're saying." And it's like, "Well, Nikki, you were just stuttering before Lotto missaid a word. So what are we talking about?" It was just one of those things where, and then you're on the phone with somebody who is literally like 13, 14 years younger than you and trying to make her seem ridiculous. Who, other than Nicki Minaj, what other female rapper were we listening to? Trina? Literally, Nicki, one of Nicki's most popular verses was on a song with Trina, and I skipped Trina's part every single time on Five Star Chick. The only female rapper I was listening to from seventh grade to college was Nicki Minaj. Who else were we listening to? So the fact that she is saying this to you on the phone and you're like, oh, well, you need to do your research. The only other people I can think of is like Nia Supreme, because it was gonna be some female rap show, or it was some female rap show. And it was some girl with like blonde hair, Nia Supreme, and some other girls that never broke through. And then Nikki, like, there was something where, like, because of Nikki's success, um, people just couldn't make other female artists pop like her. And then with Azealia Banks already doing a sound that wasn't as mainstream, duh, other female rappers exist. Tomorrow I could become a female rapper. Anybody could be a female rapper. But with Nicki, Nicki's acting like, oh, of course I wasn't the only female rapper. Duh, we know you were not the only one. Tomorrow somebody can make a YouTube video and say that they're a YouTuber and then um says they've been a YouTuber all this time. Right, but we're saying with the acclaim that you had, there was no competition. So it's just like it's Krayshawn. Wait, was Krishan before Nicki though? That when did that Gucci song come out? No, that came out Tumblr days. That was when Nicki was rising. Yo, what songs did Nicki make around the Tumblr popular time? Because during Tumblr days, I don't feel like I was listening to Nicki that much. Honestly, Pink Print probably came out around the Tumblr days. I think Honey Cocaine. Look at all these non-black women. I remember Honey Cocaine. Roman Reloaded, was it? It was one of those. I honestly stopped listening to Nicki a little bit when the whole um pop music started. Starships. Starships, I only listened to it because you learn the lyrics because it was everywhere. But I never was really playing that song on my own time. Stupid Hoe, she kind of lost me because the music video was like weird to me. It was like kind of scary and low budget it gave. Then Nicki was on The Boys with Cassie, and I remember that coming out, and I remember thinking like this was an interesting collaboration. If anything, I would want to do a video and like put everybody Nicki has ever been on a feature with on a piece of paper and then rank their skin color because Nicki be doing songs with dark skinned men and light skinned women, quite as it's kept. But then yeah, I wasn't into some of the pop songs. Like Roman Reloaded, I couldn't really get into Roman Reloaded. Like Nicki, she doesn't have a diverse group of samples. I liked Massive Attack when it first came out. I liked it. And then everybody was talking about the lick your tongue verse or bar. Maybe I'll just do something on Patreon where I'll go through all her features, anybody who's been a feature on her song or she's been a feature on theirs, and look at their skin color. Oh, they're talking about pills and no, Kenroy, you're grand piano. You're not pills and potions. You're grand piano. And then Nicki loves to act like she don't have bad verses. Like Nicki, you have like 50 million songs out. So the girls can have bad verses. You have bad verses. Everybody has bad verses. Like Nicki has so many songs that if she was to perform like even half, she's gonna need a teleprompter. There's no way her brain can hold in all those songs. This again, if people liking super freaky girl is confusing because like the way she's like, oh, I could lick it, I could ride it. It was just slip all inside it. It's just like, oh my god, like I'm not playing this around my kids. So it's like when people have songs that you cannot play around kids and they go number one, it does not make any sense to me. Like Old Town Road going number one makes so much sense because adults can have fun with it, kids can have fun with it. Super Freaky Girl and WAP, like I don't understand. Yeah, I think it is easier to go number 1 nowadays because people will make remixes. That's why, like, with Beyonce's "Break My Soul" going number 1, like, Beyonce had put out so many renditions to "Break My Soul," which probably helped, and then other people buying the song, and I guess people buying the album and stuff. So, I'm just like, that's Beyonce has done it. Everybody has done it because the number 1 could just look good, like, because Beyonce doesn't really always do well on the charts anymore because for whatever reason, we just listen, you know, Beyonce's audience probably shrinks and the people that like it. So, to me, it doesn't make sense to try to get a number 1 if you're Beyonce. I know for sure Rihanna is not gonna embarrass us at the Super Bowl because 1, you don't even sing live at the Super Bowl. Like, I think it's, like, impossible to sing live at the Super Bowl. Like, I think everybody does pre-recorded vocals. Yeah, that's the thing. Beyonce should have dropped, I mean, of course, we could say she should have dropped the visuals, but theoretically, if Beyonce would have dropped the visuals, that would have helped with the charts. I think, well, when Beyonce did the Super Bowl, she dropped a new song, like, the day before, or did she drop the new song at the Super Bowl? So Rihanna might do something like that, where she drops a song the day before or at the Super Bowl. Because honestly, Rihanna has, like, such a big, like, and good discography, she could just do her discography, but it would be kind of weird if she did her discography and didn't drop anything new. And then it would be so weird if she did the Super Bowl and dropped something that wasn't music. Venti Sports. Like, if she did something like that, like, honestly, I'm blocking her. I feel like the only reason why Rihanna's luxury brand didn't do good is just because, like, she should have just marketed it differently. Because some people are like, "Oh, her audience wants stuff that's affordable." I'm like, the same audience that be cosplaying luxury every day couldn't afford Rihanna's luxury items. So what is it? Like, that's why I get so annoyed. Because I know Rihanna probably has a huge audience that be on the internet acting like black luxury is revolutionary. So I know they should have been the main ones buying that. And her stuff looked good. And the price I don't think was that bad. And like, exactly, luxury is not supposed to be affordable. So people acting like her luxury line had to be affordable. That's why I didn't do well. I just feel like they just didn't continue to put money into it. Um, so I feel like Rihanna's line could have been just fine as if it solidified itself. Because I was watching a video on it. I think was it Black Femininity? Somebody did a video and they were saying how like her luxury line didn't have any runway shows, like it was just really like direct to consumer. So she really didn't play into the hype of being a fashion house. I feel like if she would have really went into being a fashion house, but she couldn't really focus all her time into being a fashion house because she was doing so many other things or being the figurehead of so many other things. Because Rihanna is barely running Fenty Beauty. You know, you hire a bunch of people. She probably gives some, oh yeah, I like this, I like that, but she's the brand ambassador of the places that are using her name. Like she's not, you know? I feel like she had more of a say probably in the luxury line than she did in anything else. Cause like you can't have that much time to give intricate details to all these business endeavors. Like business meetings day to day take a long time and you cannot, no, that's what we need to do, talk about the good background vocals. Because a lot of people are not having other people doing background vocals on their music. So many people are trying to layer their own voices like Beyonce does or Michael Jackson and yada yada. Hire some people to be the background of those songs. Give us some different voices. You know, the girls are just singing their own songs the whole time and don't even be having too much of a different background vocal on it. And that's so boring. And I feel like that's because the music has to be put out so quick. Like just take an extra month and get people to like really um be on the background. And I wouldn't even say Chloe too much because I think Chloe and Halle they do their own background voice vocals pretty good. So I wouldn't say they're in this. The other girls are like, and then we really need like Wale. When I tell you Wale has been holding it down with the R&B hooks on rap songs, like if there's a question of my love, or is it hard? You got it. He killed it. Wale will get me to listen to his songs. On Chill, we've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? He was killing it. And then his verse actually came and I actually liked it. Wale, is it bad? Yo, he been doing this for years. Who else is doing rap and a melody like that with men and women? Like, the girls, why aren't the guys putting singing in their raps? They're using Queen Naija. Like A Boogie. Why do you have Queen Naija on this song? It was good though. It was alright for the time. He had Queen Naija on that song. What how'd it go? A trip to Aruba. And then I don't know it. I can't remember right now. Um so I need more of the rappers to put singers on their hooks. Come Closer. There we go. The A Boogie song is Come Closer. They're not doing that. And then I need the singer girls to put a good rapper on Ashanti, Unfoolish. Like you all have the history. Do it. Do it. They're not doing it. This said Wale kind of good. Look, when Wale got a singer on his song, and there's another song he got with Jeremiah. He got on Chill and something else. I seen a post about it the other day. Let me see if it's still on here. Okay. No, I don't think I saved it. It was like all of Wale's hits with other singers. Oh yeah, I apologize. And I recognize your name. Ding-ding. Isn't like a little ding ding in the background? They was eating it up. Lotus Flower Bomb. Oh my god. Oh my god, such a good song. Teach you all the signs of love. Mm. Flower Bomb. Let me get your favorite fragrance. Like you actually know his rap, so it's just. I'm sorry. We need a Wale playlist. Like Wale is killing it. Miguel, oh my god, Miguel is more people need Miguel on their tracks. Oh my god, the music industry is actually so trash right now because like they're not giving us um hooks with the girls singing runs. That's the thing. Going back to Money Long, in her songs, she be having some runs. She be having layers, not layers as in harmonies, but she be giving us runs. Like, why are we getting to the end of the song and you sound exactly the same as the beginning of the song? The ending of the song is for you to give us the drama. Jasmine Sullivan, there we go. Jasmine Sullivan is going to give you the drama. She's going to give you the drama, especially when she performs it live. She's going to give you the drama. And then there was like I think it was a Twitter thread going through all of Beyonce's bridges. Bring back bridges. The song's not over because you didn't do a bridge. What are we talking about? All of these incomplete songs, take them back. Go back and finish it. I can't believe we have all these incomplete songs. Flow is good. They just need to put out more music. We're not gonna I like a lot of their songs, but they need to put out more songs and time needs to go by. Like, didn't they just come out this year or last year? Flow in 5 more years, I think they might give us a little bit more if the industry don't change them. The industry don't change them, meaning the industry forcing them to do 2 minute songs with no runs, 2 minute songs with no bridges, 2 minute songs with no harmonies or like little to no good harmonies. Flow needs to be handled like a precious gem, or else I do not know what the hell is gonna happen. Ooh, a holiday album would be so cute. I don't even want to act like bring back the holiday albums because I don't listen to a holiday album, but that would be a cute one. Like even Luther Vandross, I barely be listening to them holiday songs. I just find holiday songs to be so annoying because I don't like anything seasonal like that. Like I don't know. They be sounding good. Like when you're in a department store, they sound good. But I don't want to be listening to that in my house. I cannot. You know what? It's annoying because I can't afford the holidays. When I listen to all these Christmas songs, I at least want to be able to buy nice gifts for so many people. I want to be able to buy a nice tree. I wanted to be able to like fully decorate my home. So because I cannot get into the holiday spirit, I think that's why I've just never really liked holiday music other than when I could get in the holiday spirit when I was younger because what like nowadays all we have is Mariah Carey's songs. We don't got nothing else. We can't afford chimneys. We can't afford little things to go under your Christmas tree. Everybody getting their Christmas tree from Walmart, Target. We can't afford nice things on the Christmas tree. We can't barely afford gifts. Like, so all we have is the songs. And I think that's for me, I don't just want the music. And some of the old holiday music do be sounding a little haunted. It just be sounding, it really sound like grandma got run over by the reindeer and we went to the funeral and this is the music we're listening to. Like it just be sounding loaded. It just be sounding dark. Like I don't know how to and dark, not evil, but like it gives like the dead guy that sang the song is about to come out, but in the most like, you know, that's what it just that's what it gives. And I feel like it was his name, Nat Cole. Wasn't that a Christmas artist? I can't do it. Like, like Nat King Cole. Like his voice is good, but don't it give like spooky? Like I can't do it. And honestly, I think honestly it's because I was in Catholic school around my most formative years of like the holidays. I was only in Catholic school for like 2 years. But the church used to be so dark. We used to have to light the little candles and do all of this stuff. It kind of gave like cult. Sometimes Christmas music could kind of give cult, maybe. Maybe that's what it could give. And then with Christmas, like, and you was like, it be so quiet at night, you waiting for Santa to come, like, it could be scary, you know? And then you wake up and the cookies are magically eaten. There's something about Christmas we haven't uncovered that is a little, it's just anxiety provoking. And then when you think about Christmas, you think about very dark at night. It's snowy outside. It's mysterious is the word. Because when, like, for me, you look out the window, if you're from a place that snows and it's Christmas, it's just pitch black. It's snowing. Everybody's quiet. It's not too many people outside. Like, I remember my grandpa used to take us outside to, like, play in the snow, and it used to just not be that many people outside. So, Halloween. Christmas gives deserted, like wind howling. Yes, all of this is supposed to be taught as jolly, but it's fear factor. Like, and then with depending on how like hollow the trees are, that could really sound scary. Yeah, and then just being in the church, people aren't really that nice. So it just be sometimes like you all supposed to be jolly in church for the holidays, but then you around people that you know was not nice to you. I should have drained the potatoes. I had them sitting in water. Walking in school in the snow, oh my gosh. That's why every place like but like what New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut be having little kids hiking to school in the snow. That is so like I don't even know the word. What do you mean use your black common sense? Carl, what do you be talking about with a suit in your profile picture? Like it's giving LinkedIn, but like a whole bunch of hot takes in the chat. Like change your profile photo. People be saying that a lot though about like reading the Old Testament. I'm like, I'm not. It need to have an audiobook if you want me to read it in a guided reading because I'm not gonna know what it's saying. It's giving my residency picture. Like it really says something about you if you put your residency picture when you sign up for your YouTube account. Like I feel like you missed the memo. Like you're supposed to just put nothing. Nothing or like not a serious photo like from LinkedIn. I'm not surprised there are actually many Bible audiobooks. Cause how else are the girls getting through that? Like some people be like, "Yes, I've read the Bible front to back." Cause I'm like, isn't that like torture? Like when you're a young kid and you're going to Bible study, like I don't know, I get bored so easily, so I would not be able to do it. Like you really had to be interested in the Bible because I would find that as torture. Like there's so many times I look back at my childhood where I could vividly remember, like, being in the doctor's office, being in the dentist's office, and it feeling like 24 hours when you are probably only waiting an hour and a half for your appointment. But it felt like all day and you felt like you would never get out of this trap. That's how I would feel if I had to continue to go to Bible study. Because I've only went to church a few times when I was younger and every time it was like, "Oh my god, like, can this just be 10 minutes? Like, why does it feel like we're in here for so long?" So, just I was depressed. I felt like a slave. Like, and it's funny how you feel like a slave when, like, you have to do the work. Like, the thing is, I feel like black people think it's okay to have church before hours because they're genuinely having a good time. Like, they might be genuinely having a good time. So, like, that's why. But, like, or they're probably all just like, what is it? Peer pressure? Peer pressure. They none of them want to be like, I want to go home. So they all act like they don't want to go home because nobody wants to be like, I want to go home. Like if even to this day, if somebody told me to do a book report, I would be so like I would think that's the worst thing in the world to ever tell me to do. A book report, like that just sounds like the worst thing ever. Like read this book and write a book report. Like where do I even start? Even though my videos could be considered a book report, it's not really. So that's why it's like I have to be genuinely interested in something if I'm about to regurgitate the information I just figured out. Like, thanks, DNA. I feel like I really want to get into different types of production of videos. Like, I want the information to be the same, but I want the way it appears on screen to be different. But I don't know how yet. I can't believe some people have experienced conversion therapy. Like, why were the parents? That's the thing. Parents are just such an interesting concept because, like, y'all don't be, they don't really be wanting kids for real. But at the same time, I will never get over how some people are just, they'll be like regular people and then they'll be like so, like God fearing one day. And that's all they can talk about. And it's like, I want to be in their brain so bad. Like, I want to know what it feels like. Because I think, like, for me, there are certain things that I'm so interested and passionate about that, I'm just interested and passionate about. But it's just different when someone gets so deeply passionate about God. And it'll, like, this one girl, literally the girl from the K label, the fashion designer in the UK, if anybody knows about her, she literally stopped her business, got married, now has like a Bible verse in her description and deleted everything and only has a picture of her being married. Like, why would people get into religion, like whatever she's into? That's what they end up doing. They be deleting everything or just solely posting Bible scriptures. Like, it'll be 0 to 100. And I'm just like, take me through it mentally. Like, take me through it. I want to know how. Like, it consumes them. Like, I think all of us have things we really care about, but we have different things. Unless you're anybody here is from a Stan account, that could be a bit strange. But like, we have so many things we care about. I love the Avatar, but I'm not posting that every single day on my timeline. Like, it'll be one thing that I started watching Avatar, and now that's all you ever see on my timeline. And I have Avatar quotes in my damn bio, you know? So these people get like obsessed. And that's the only thing. And then, like, even when you're in a cult, because I don't know too much about cults, because I feel like there's something with cults that I'm like, I don't think I really want to know that much about cults. But it's like, it's hard because I definitely feel like it's scary to think that you don't know what to believe. Like, and I feel like in cults, it becomes like, if everybody believes in this one thing and I'm starting to think differently, like, that's weird to me. But like, that phenomenon is, if you think about that as a phenomenon, there's so many ways that we can talk about things that all of us were led to believe. And if we were to question those things, people would give us like some sort of backlash. So I feel like that happens a lot. But in cults, it's different, of course. But that phenomenon happens like there too. Yeah, propaganda. So in cults, is it still propaganda in cults? Because I feel like when you think about the United States and how so many of us are led to believe that it's normal for us to be surviving on the amount of money we survive on. It's normal for us to go to work 9 to 5, 40 hours. Like that's not normal at all. People fought for us to go to work from 9 to 5, and then we stopped fighting when we are supposed to continue to fight for less and less work hours, you know? So it's like there's so many things that are normalized right now in this society, that it's honestly kind of scary to think how so many people have accepted it as okay. So when I think about cults, sometimes I'm not always like just so confused about cults because so many people already don't question much. Like so many people go with the flow and defend things they have no business defending. So to me, I feel like cults sometimes could be like a scapegoat for like everything people have to address. Like there's something about cults that I feel like it's just like I feel like we look at the most extreme cases. Like our cults only maybe cults are only the extreme cases where like whoever's the head of the cult got the people like the minions killing people. But at the same time, the United States military got people killing people off of. Have y'all seen that YouTube ad for University of Maryland where it's like, "Oh, get another job. That's success. Picking up another shift is success. And making sure your country is protected. Um, come to the University of Maryland." And I'm like, this ad is so bad. But it's like not even the thin line of like cult and religion. It's like the thin line of like cult and just propaganda everywhere. If you go to the University of Maryland, go to their marketing office and be like, what the hell is that ad the girls are seeing? So you said once the church forced you to speak gibberish. But then in my neighborhood, this girl came up to me twice. Like, are you interested in learning about Mother of God? Something like that. And then when I was in California one time, I was in a Lyft ride and the guy was like, "Oh, are you interested in like Mother of God?" It was like this Asian man. But the girl in my neighborhood, she came up to me twice and she didn't even remember. She came up to me once and I was like, "No." And then she came up to me a second time, like months later, and I was like, "You came up to me before." No. They say it like God the Mother or Mother of God is something like that. Like the God, the Mother, whatever. And I'm like, no, that might be Scientology. But then I'm like, how do you get so roped? Honestly, it's like a slippery slope. I feel like once you meet those people, they end up knowing your name, they know where you live, so then it's hard to get out because like these people could literally find you. Sometimes I'd be a little curious, like, yeah, I want to know about Mother of God. Like, where do you want to meet up and just listen to them? But that honestly could be like kidnapping. They could try to kidnap you. No, they're not saying Mary. They're saying like God the Mother. You said that's how you get kidnapped. Honestly, there was this one time I'm in a cab and the guy is like having a conversation with me and he's like this white guy or whatever. And I was new to that area. Like I've never been in that area before. So we're having a conversation and It was honestly he had a Blue Lives Matter flag in his car. So that was like a big red flag. But we were actually having a pretty decent conversation because we were talking about like just how the government needs to like this government cannot take care of all these people. But anyways, we're in the car, we're just talking, and then I'm not paying attention. It's dark outside, and he keeps driving past the hotel, but I didn't notice. And then he was like, "Oh, sorry, I drove past your hotel because my muscle memory was just taking you to the casino because everybody when they come here, they go to the casino." And I was like, "I need to be more vigilant because this man could have kidnapped me." I'm just sitting there talking to him, and I because I was like in a talking mood. Like I'm usually never in a talking mood with these cab drivers. So I'm like, whatever, let me have a conversation with this man. Because I also sometimes be trying to have a conversation with them so they don't kill me. I'm like, oh, if I have a conversation with them, they won't kill me. Um, but yeah. Dude, because the reason why I'm laughing is because I saw a Twitter post, and so it was like, as soon as their Uber or Lyft make a wrong turn, they're like over the car seat, gouging their eyes out. They're like over the head of the car. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ugh. Yeah, I would have hurt him. He's like, imagine like gouging somebody's eyes out, and it was an accident. It was an accident. And like that also happened to me because one time I'm in this lift and I'm so tired. Like I'm so tired. So I'm trying not to fall asleep. And then the guy is like, oh, I need to pull over. Something's wrong with my battery. It's broad daylight though. He pulls out on the side of the road and fixes it. We get back in the car. This has never happened. Then he's like, "Oh, my battery is still wrong." He literally gets off the highway, stops into a parking lot to check his car, and I'm so exhausted. I'm like, "Why am I so exhausted?" And I have this driver. Um, he finally gets me back home. Clearly, I'm here alive, but I'm like, "Why is this the case?" And then he had trouble picking me up. Like, I really hate when the Lyft drivers be having trouble finding me because I'm like, I literally put the exact location. Sometimes I even be texting them like, "Make sure this is what you do to get here." So when they be having me standing out in the cold, like I be ready to cry. Like I literally perfectly timed this so I wasn't standing in the cold, and now you missed the spot, and now I'm in the cold waiting for you to find me. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I be falling asleep sometimes in these cars. I can't like that's why it's so hard for me. Like I need to stay awake. But when I'm tired in a car, I be like having to pin my eyes open. Oh my god. I fall asleep anywhere. Like especially in New York, I would fall asleep on a train all the time. I almost fell asleep standing up once. I fall asleep in trains, cars. Only as of lately, I've been having a hard time falling asleep in the plane. Like sometimes I'd be wide awake. I'll stay up for like 48 hours so I can knock out on the plane and I still be up sometimes. I'm like, why the hell can't I fall asleep? But I'm sorry, in a Lyft ride, I be dozing off and it's just unacceptable. I know it's unacceptable, but I can't help it. When you fall asleep in a train, all you gotta do is wrap your bag around your wrist, do some crochet with whatever bag you got, tuck it in, and lights out. The train, when you on a train for like 10, 15 stops, I'm taking a nap. What are we talking about? Especially at night or after school. Sometimes even in the morning, I'm taking a nap. When are you ever on the train and you just wide awake? Oh, on a bus? I'm definitely falling asleep on the bus. It don't matter what it is. I get tired in moving vehicles. And then I always would wake up at my stop. I think maybe all my life I probably missed my stop once or twice because I was asleep. I remember one time me and my friends we went to Far Rockaway Beach, and we when you go to Far Rockaway Beach, you the main one on the train when you're going back home because you like on the very first stops of the train. So we knock out on like a series of chairs, and when we wake up, the train is packed, and we just sleeping all over the seat. I was like, "Oh no," because that sunlight from a beach will knock you out. Anybody who has to drive home, anybody who has to drive home from a beach, I know they be tight because I'm gonna be in the back sleep. Honestly, that's the only bus rides that I don't fall asleep much on anymore. If it's like a bus from like DC to New York, I don't be falling asleep on those like I used to. I used to be able to knock out. I think there was a few times I've completely knocked out that whole 4 hours. But nowadays I can't for some reason. So yeah, I don't know. I just be falling asleep. And at the end of the day, I honestly think I could get away with it because I'm tall. So most people are not trying to kidnap a tall woman. If I was like 5'2", I definitely don't think I would be doing all of that. But I think I'd be getting away with it because I'm tall. Naps should not lead to no mental decay. We need to sleep to be more vigilant. And then I feel like, first of all, I be talking about naps. I know nap timing could be controversial. Some people think 20 to 40 minutes is a nap. Sometimes 2 to 6 hours be a nap for me. Sometimes, well, not 6 hours, I'm dragging it. 2 to 4 hours. So there'll be sometimes during the day, I'll fall asleep for 2 to 4 hours. And to me, I feel like that's a nap. Some people will be like, that's a sleep. A nap is 3 hours. Okay, that makes sense. I would take naps at work. Some of my little internships would have a wellness room. I would go in there and be gone for 45 minutes to 2 hours. 2 hours. It used to be like around like 2:30 to 3:30. I would get so tired during the day at work. Like that there needs to be a nap time. Like I don't think too much sleep could ever really be bad. Unless like the only thing I heard is that if you do sleep too much, your body will just always be tired. Like because there was a point where I was sleeping a lot and I felt like I never had energy. And I think it was because I was sleeping a lot. But I think with the right like wake up routine, like I don't know, you get the right fruits, food, whatever after you take a nap to keep you up. Honestly, it's the vitamins because quiet as it's kept, every time I wake up and I be feeling tired, especially after a couple of hours after waking up, I feel tired. I take those care of vitamins and I be having a little energy boost. Like I don't know which vitamin in particular be giving me the energy boost, but it don't be making me feel like coffee because coffee don't really give me much of an energy boost. But it just be making me feel just awake. I'm not that intricate into vitamin brands, so I couldn't even tell you what vitamin brands. You said a lot of y'all are vitamin deficient. That's why y'all tired. Me saying, me being vitamin deficient and being like, oh my gosh, I have so much energy once I take my vitamins. Like, duh, that's how it works. Like, I can't get coffee is a laxative. Like, I don't understand how people are drinking coffee. But yeah, we need if you vitamin D deficient, which is probably 90% of the chat, we need to be taking the vitamin D supplements. and iron. Those are the two for black. Vitamin D and iron is the main two for black people because for whatever reason, that's the main thing all of our parents be talking about. Oh, isn't don't iron deficiency make you anemic? And you be like, oh, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. And then vitamin D is the reason why we so depressed. But let's not say that because that would be the new thing. Oh, all of our workers, all of our black workers are depressed, so start giving them vitamin D. Like, no, we're depressed because of also the day to day, not just vitamin D. But I don't even be cold like that anymore. Yo, I used to be like shivering all the time, but I think whatever I'm doing is getting me together because I don't even be shivering like that no more. Okay, this live just made it to 3 hours. I think I'm about to end it because I'm about to have my second meal, and then I'm gonna start. So we didn't vote, but I don't think I'm gonna push that socialite video to next year because I'm gonna have to get collaborations with it. Like I know I need to have a collaborator because y'all need to start planning for next year. I didn't just ate. I ate like at least an hour ago. I ate at least 2 hours ago. Um, but yeah, we got a lot done video wise, but I didn't help y'all plan too much what y'all gonna end the year with. But just be on the lookout. It's gonna happen faster than you think. Not let's vote between socialite and Princess Nokia. Princess Nokia lost. She kept losing. That was funny. She kept losing. You said, "Ooh, who is socialite?" Not who is socialite. That's why that video gonna be important. I thought socialite was a name we a phenomenon we all knew. Okay, I'm ending it. I said it, so when I end it, don't be acting like, oh, she just ended it all abruptly.